If you're successful, thoughtful, and intentional, but your relationships keep feeling stuck, strained, or strangely familiar, this isn't bad luck. Whether you're single or you're already in a relationship, the reason things aren't changing is usually the same. There's one critical step that most people skip, and skipping it guarantees you're going to repeat the same dynamic no matter who you're with. We talk about love like it's random, like some people are lucky and others just keep missing the window. But nothing else in your life works that way. You didn't build your career on luck. You didn't become competent, respected, or successful just by sitting there hoping things would work out. You used clarity, you used strategy, and you used feedback. So here's the truth that most people never hear. Love is not some pie in the sky thing, some magical thing. It's a system, as unromantic as that sounds. And when a system keeps producing the same outcome and the same arguments, the same distance, the same endings, it's not bad luck. It's an unexamined pattern. I'm Allison Verge. I spent over 20 years managing high level professional partnerships where trust, communication, and alignment were non negotiable. When my own personal life hit a wall, I realized something confronting. The same skills that we use to succeed professionally do work in relationships, but only if you start with the step that everybody skips. Today, I'm going to show you that step using an example and how it creates a true relationship, a hard reset for the year ahead. So meet Maren. Maren's a 46-year-old, highly respected, and she's really great at what she does. People trust her judgment. She's known for being steady, capable, and self-directed. In her personal life, though, things felt confusing. At different points, Maren was single and frustrated by dating. At other points, she was in relationships that looked good on paper but felt quietly unfulfilling. No matter the situation, though, the emotional experience was the same. Same tension, same doubts, same ending. Maren told herself the same thing many intelligent people do. I guess I'm just unlucky in love. But she wasn't unlucky. She was skipping the most important step in building a healthy relationship, which is the audit. So, using my love engineering stages, we're going to do this today. Number one is learn. Most people skip this step and go straight to action. They start dating again. They try harder to communicate. They read another book or listen to another podcast. That is like renovating a house without checking in on the foundation. In business, an audit isn't about blame, it's about gaining clarity, and it's so important. In relationships, the audit is how you identify your love DNA. It shows you the patterns you repeat, the beliefs you never question, the moments that you shut down, overfunction, or disengage subconsciously without you even realizing it. So for couples, the audit reveals why the same arguments keep happening, even when you've talked them over to death. For singles, it reveals the same type of person who keeps coming your way when you swear you're never going to choose that person ever again. Without this, change is usually impossible or accidental at best. So we're going to do some prompting today in ChatGPT to do this audit. And here's the first prompt. And don't worry, because this is all going to be available for free download in the description below. So prompt number one, Act as a relationship coach. I am performing a hard reset for 2026. Ask me these 5 exact questions one at a time and wait for my answer after each one. Number 1, what is the same frustrating outcome I keep experiencing in my relationships or in my current relationship in one sentence? So answer that question. Number 2, what type of person or relational dynamic do I keep repeating, even when I tell myself I won't? Number 3, in conflict, what is my default move? Do I shut down, get sharp, over explain, people please, avoid, or try to win? Give me clear options to choose from. Number 4, where am I over investing my time or energy? Chasing, fixing, proving, tolerating, or carrying the emotional load? And what does it cost me? And number 5, what am I most afraid would happen if I asked for what I really wanted or set a firm boundary? After I answer all 5 questions, do 3 things. A, summarize my relationship pattern in 3 clear bullet points. B, identify the single root cause causing this pattern in one sentence. And number C, give me one practical change to test in the next 7 days. Be practical, specific, and concise. Avoid therapy language and vague advice. Marin's insight. For Marin, the audit revealed something really surprising for her. She wasn't choosing unavailable people by accident. She associated deep partnership with the loss of independence. So she unconsciously gravitated towards situations that felt safe, but never fully connected. The next is the overcome stage. This is the reset part of the audit. Awareness alone does not change behavior. You can understand your pattern and still repeat it. That's why the second stage is actually the reset stage of the whole entire audit. In this phase, you don't rely on willpower. We design the boundary architecture. We have clear rules for how you respond when old habits get triggered. This is beyond important. It's not intentions, it's not affirmations, it's actual structures. So here is your prompt that you're going to put into ChatGPT or I should have said any LLM of your choice that you trust. Identify the primary habit that is sabotaging my relationships. Please design one simple script I can use when I feel triggered or reactive. Number 2, give me one clear boundary I need to set or enforce this month. And number 3, give me one new internal story that replaces the old pattern. Keep your responses direct and actionable. Be practical, specific, and concise. Avoid therapy language or vague advice. Stage 3 is the visualize stage. This is the design stage. Most professionals have a retirement plan, but very few have a clear picture of what a healthy, aligned relationship actually looks like. If you don't define your standard, you're going to default back to what's familiar, which usually is not working. It's not what's aligned for you. So this stage turns hope into an actual direction that works. So here's your prompt. Act as a strategic consultant. Help me design a clear relationship strategy for 2026. Number 1, the no change path. What is likely to happen if I do nothing? Number 2, the engineered path. Give me 3 practical steps towards a healthy relationship. Number 3, the risk check. Give me 3 of the biggest obstacles that could derail me. Be practical, specific, and concise. Avoid therapy language or vague advice. Stage 4, the engage stage. This is the connection stage. This is where people assume love should just be this natural thing that happens. But connection is a skill. It needs to be learned. Sure, some people are better than others, but we need to practice it. It doesn't always mean meeting someone new either. Sometimes it means learning how to have a different conversation with the person you're already with. This stage is about execution with the same excellence that you bring to work. So here is your prompt. Act as a communication coach. I am ready to execute my 2026 relationship strategy. Please provide a short script for a hard but necessary conversation. Number 2, provide a simple weekly check-in routine. And number 3, provide one quick tool to regulate myself before reacting. Keep everything clear, grounded, and usable immediately. Avoid therapy language or abstract concepts. Okay, so here is Marin's answers to the prompts in ChatGPT. So I'm not going to read everything again because you have it in there. So question number 1, so you can follow through with the prompt pack. She put, I keep ending up in relationships that start with lots of potential but never fully deepen, and I eventually feel alone or emotionally unsatisfied. Number 2, she put, I'm drawn to people who are independent, busy, and emotionally reserved. People who don't demand much from me, but also don't fully show up. Number 3, I tend to shut down and become very self-contained. I tell myself I don't need much and handle things on my own rather than pushing for more. And number 4, I overinvest in being low maintenance and understanding. I minimize my needs to keep things calm, but it costs me emotional intimacy and honesty. Number 5, I'm afraid that if I ask for deeper commitment or emotional presence, I'll lose my independence or being seen as needy and the relationship will fall apart. So I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm just going to skim this. It said the pattern in 3 bullets were, as I said before, emotionally reserved, tend to attract emotionally reserved, busy, independent people. In tension, Marin tends to shut down and self-contain and just tell herself she's fine. She overinvests in being easy, calm, and low maintenance, but she pays for it with intimacy, honesty, and emotional satisfaction. And the root cause is she's linked asking for real closeness, which so many of us do, with risk. She believes it makes her look needy. She might be rejected or lose her freedom. So she chooses safe distance instead and calls it independence. Such a common pattern that so many of us don't realize. We hide behind the label of independence when it's really just a safety mechanism. I've done it myself. Done it many times myself, in fact. So it walks through and gives one practical change to test in the next 7 days. It's telling what she could say to somebody she's dating to try to overcome this. Put in prompt 2, and it tells the primary sabotaging habit that she self-silences. She goes into low maintenance mode and shuts down when she feels uneasy and waits for closeness to happen instead of asking for it and checking for follow through. So it then provides a simple script for when she feels triggered or reactive. And the strategy here is to take 10 minutes to herself and then to come back with asking about one thing she needs, just one thing, not a whole list, and not to go into a big story, but just one sentence about what she needs. But in general, in relationships, I can't say it enough that your number one best friend is going to be a timeout. If you're feeling triggered, upset, angry, the number one thing to remember is to take a timeout, but let the person know you're going to come back. And there's nothing wrong with taking some time to think about what you need rather than reacting and regretting it. It then goes through one clear boundary to set and to reinforce, and one new internal story to replace the old pattern. And when this is followed, if you're dating, this is really going to provide a lot of useful information for you as to whether or not this person is right for you. Because if they cannot oblige these simple requests, this gives you a lot of information. Because what is being suggested here is not a lot. It's simply not a lot. And if the person can't follow through with you, then they're not the right person for you. In prompt number 3, this is where it's going to provide a strategy for 2026. So this one is where it's going to talk about, number 1, if nothing changes, what would happen? And it's usually not going to be good. Number 2 is the engineered path, which is 3 practical steps that can be taken to ensure that you get the love that you want. Number 3, the risks, and this is key. What could possibly derail you from actually having this succeed? And the last prompt is the communication coach. And this is where you get, once you find that relationship, or you just start to date somebody, or you're in a relationship, it's a script for having those difficult conversations. So it's telling you exactly what you could say and follow, and even what to do if they dodge your requests or stall. It's giving you exactly what to say. And it's also giving you a weekly check-in routine. And it's not hokey pokey, it's not difficult, it's very simple, but it's going to change your relationship dynamic. I know people think relationships should not take work, but I don't like to call it work. It's nurturing the relationship, and these things will change everything. And it just gives you the tool of taking the timeouts and how to do it and how to come back. So that's what came up for Marin. Yours will be entirely different depending on how you answered the questions. Marin didn't get luckier. She got clearer. The audit showed her pattern. The framework gave her a way out of that pattern that wasn't working. You don't need to become someone else to have a healthy relationship. You just need to stop skipping the step that makes everything else work. If you're ready to stop repeating the same year in love that you've had in the past that didn't work, I put all these prompts into a 2026 love strategy prompt pack, and it's free to use in the comments below. You can use them inside your LLM of choice, Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT. It has all the questions. And you can also join my wait list below for Love Mastery IQ and build your relationship with the same intention that you bring to everything else. Cheers. And if you enjoyed this video, click the link below and subscribe to the channel, as I'd love to have you part of this journey week by week. And please let me know in the comments if there's anything that you'd love to learn more about.